G'day fellas, the trailer for the brand new DLC has just dropped. We've also got a blog post to go through. We're going to watch this trailer first, then we're going to dive into the blog post, and then we're going to dissect every little bit of this trailer that there is. Let's get to it. Oh, don't you love that drum? Wow. 2 new legendary armies. French variant, the Knights Templar.
Today,
I love that. Wait, power.
To remember the name of King Baldwin.
Look at the fire. There's actually a lot of fire. Then we got the House of Lancaster.
The strength of our king's claim will fall upon them with swift and deadly force.
Did you guys see those guys just throw daggers? They look like grenadiers, but they threw daggers instead. What are these? I think these are the historical battles. Look at the arc on those longbows, by the way. Yeah, historical battles. Unlock new challenges with Conqueror mode. That's me! That's us!
Victory is ours.
10 new maps. Wow, that's a decent sized army. First and foremost, that was a decent trailer. That was a good trailer. It's up there. Doesn't quite have that same impact. You guys remember the Wallalol? That one was amazing. That one sent shivers down my spine. This one is still spine shiveringly, but not quite Wallalol. All right, we got dates. April 8, 2025. So that is about 2 to 3 weeks away. And we've got pre-order now and save 15%. So I'm just going to head straight over to Steam where I've already got this loaded. You'll see the prices up here, $20. That's Australian. That's Australian. So in your... these are not real monies. But we've also got that discount. So this is the same price of the previous DLC that came out. Now, keep in mind, the last one had 6. This one's only got 2 civs. And I'm sure you're going to be like, this is a ripoff. It's like, well, no, it's not that this is a ripoff. It's the last one was a bargain. So just keep that in mind, all right? That was criminally undervalued. It should have been incredibly, it should have cost a lot more. Anyway, let's get into it. So we've got a blog post. Let's get some music in the background. And let's get into it because Age of Empires 4 Knights of Cross and Rose is now available for pre-order. We can delve into the action of the new DLC for Age of Empires 4. All right, come on, give me the good stuff. I want to know about the civilizations. Tell me about the way that they work because we've seen a lot now. We've got a little bit more of an idea. So I'm just going to keep going. Okay, this is what I think we want. Knights Templar, French variant. And keep in mind, if you want to read through all of these and don't want to pause the video, I'll leave a link in the description to where you can go ahead and check it out. So command the Indomitable, yeah, sorry. Knights Templar with these valorous crusaders and blend of European military traditions, which brings a wide range of possible strengths. The Knights were a military order, bringing together individuals from a variety of nations. With a powerful unit roster, the Knights Templar's unique recruitment system gives them a fun strategic edge. With the real historic order, Templar commanderies were established in almost every European kingdom. In Knights of Cross and Rose, we bring this historic system to life through the Commandery Age-Up system. Select one of 3 allies with each age to receive a permanent bonus and a unique unit. With a broad roster of unique units to choose from, you'll need to consider both your short and long-term strategy. The Knights Templar unique keep, the fortress will play a key strategic role in their overall gameplay. We can't wait to see how things play out when you take command of this legendary military order when Knights of Cross and Rose launches on April 8th. Okay, so we do get confirmation that there are indeed 3 different age-ups that you can choose from. So it's almost a little bit reminiscent of the Byzantines and the way that they can choose their different contracts and you're kind of locked in. But obviously there's a little bit more variety in the sense that if you see Keshiks in Age 2 with the Byzantines, you know what's coming in Age 3, whereas here there's a little bit more flexibility, so there's that. I also like the fact that they mentioned bonuses as well. So what I'm hoping that we will see is like, just as an example, right? Normally when we think about defensive civilizations, we think of the English, and part of that is because of the longbow. It's got the ability to sort of stay in the pocket like a quarterback and just absolutely rain down hell upon anybody that tries to come in. So I'd like to see like maybe some defensive bonuses that come through, and like maybe you get like not a longbow, but you know, like that sort of mindset where you could have a bonus to, I don't know, economy, and it allows you to turtle. Anyway, we got ourselves, have a look at this. This has got to be a landmark. You can tell by the fact that it's got the cool little bushes around the side. They don't do that for normal buildings. Hold on a minute. Maybe that's a landmark. Wait, what are these buildings? I've just realized, hold on, we got new buildings. It kind of looks like a stable, but it looks like it got a little bit distracted. Is it just a stable? No, it's not a stable. If it was a stable, it would have horses. Okay, House of Lancaster, English variant. All right, let's find out. This is what I've been waiting for. Because if like right now, just be aware, I'm a Lancaster main, and I've always been a Lancaster main. Okay, let's marshal the resolute forces of the House of Lancaster, stepping into the turmoil of England's War of the Roses. Possessing unparalleled tactics, the House of Lancaster utilizes their thriving baby, to acquire technological advances that were new to European knowledge. Oh my lord, dude. This is so exciting to me. I am such a boomer. Just picture me right now. I've got the white monster can and the ride-on mower. That's me. Okay, the House of Lancaster were key players in two of the most influential wars which shaped European medieval history. The War of the Roses and the 100 Years' War. The Lancasters forged a reputation for their incomparable ranged battlefield tactics and an unyielding support for the arts and sciences. These historical influences inspired much of the gameplay you'll see when playing the House of Lancaster in Knights of the Cross and Rose. The House of Lancaster comes armed with not only a powerful ability called Synchronized Shot, a wide-ranging volley shot, but they're also bolstered by the Manor, a unique building which generates... Oh my lord, welcome back, the Dutch of Age of Empires 3. It's bank time, baby. Hell yeah. Look how many they've got as well. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling right at home, dude. So you guys know I've got autism, and one of the whole things about autism is that, like, we hyper-focus and fixate on something. And I remember back in Age of Empires 3, I played the Dutch until my home city was like level 87 before I even played another civilization. I love this kind of thing. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man. The House of Lancaster serve as a departure from their English-based civilization while still providing an intuitive playstyle which leans towards defensive strategies, allowing players to add a fresh take on a play. Okay. Wow. Okay, I am so excited, dude. I am so excited for this. This is... I love buildings that make resources is so much fun. The reason why I love it is because it's always a gamble, and that's really where skill comes into strategy games. It's this decision of how much can I get away with? Can I put down... What are these called? I think they're called manors? Yeah, the manor. So it's like, how many manors can I put down without dying? That's the question, and once you find the answer to that, it's about making that and not making any more than that. And that is that's what I love. It's that kind of balance that you can get in, like, min-maxing and optimizing your opening so that you can get as many as possible in the least amount of time. Oh man, that's so much fun. All right, then we got historical battles. So live the legacy of these iconic armies in the new single-player action-packed game mode historical battles, arriving with Knights of Cross and Rose on April 8th. Dude, April 8th is so early. I was thinking about doing Outback Octagon, what are we up to, 4? But this is coming out tomorrow. I don't know if we can organize it in time. We might have to wait until the next DLC comes out. This new game mode deviates from the traditional narrative focus campaign by focusing in on select moments in history that were pivotal for the Knights Templar. I actually love this. I think this is so much better than just having the campaigns. Can I just say that right now? Because these are the type of things that you can just jump into and just play. And I think, judging by the way that it says Conqueror mode activated, I'm going to assume that it's something, because we saw like the medals before, where it's basically you're timed essentially, and you can get faster and faster and better. And I like that. That's something that I would happily sit and play. Whereas, like, you get me to sit down and play 12 missions in a campaign, we're going to have trouble. With gameplay enriching cinematics and voice acting, the standalone mission format allows real history to inspire a challenging set of objectives which with the power to defy history in your hands. Players are scored and ranked by the... Oh, I love it. Performance through a medal system. So they already kind of have this within the game already. By the way, check this out. It's already in here. Love it. So I think in single player, and then we go Art of War. Yeah, so they have the Art of War. And you can see I've got gold medals and everything. I'm kind of a big deal. I don't have advanced combat. I think this one got released a little bit later. So they already kind of have this kinda, I guess is the way that you'd say, but obviously this looks a little bit different. Advanced, those ones were quite simple. Let's just put it that way. All right, so we'll continue on. So for those seeking a true challenge, unlock Conqueror mode based on decisions made during the mission. That will be interesting. Rally the Knights Templar and House of Lancaster in missions inspired by iconic historical confrontations. Lead the Knights Templar in the Battle of Montcassard as they stave off Saladin's forces. Ensure the House of Lancaster's survival against the Yorkists after a calamitous defeat at Towton. And we've got some new maps. The shape of the battlefield is a truly dynamic part of your campaign for victory. With Knights of Cross and Rose, we're adding 10 new maps. Here is a preview. Oh god, Relic River. You had me at Relic. Relic River and the Holy Roman Empires rise up. Mountain lakes kind of looks like ancient spires, just judging by that. But this is not going to be a fun one. I'm just going to say it right now. It's not. I'm not going to like this one. What mountains and lakes? Just get out. Who came up with this idea? Get rid of them. What mountains and lakes? Look, I'll be honest with you guys. As long as the mountains and the lakes aren't as numerous as they are on the thumbnail, I'll accept it. Then we got water lanes. It reminds me of the one, I think it was from EGC TV, where they had it's not wood wall, but there was a map where basically you had like a 3v3 and each person spawned on one side of these things that were separated by wood. That's kind of cool though. I like that. I'm assuming that you can, like, there's going to be paths that you could go across here with units. It's not just actual water the whole way through. That'd be kind of cool if you spawn here and then your enemy spawns there rather than like across from each other. Though I guess that, you know what, if they can have varying spawns on water lanes, that would be sick. Spawning here, fighting it out in the middle, expanding to the sides. That's cool. And we got Wasteland. This looks kind of like it's so hard to know, but you're just kind of judging from the thumbnails. It looks like there's a lot of stealth forest. I'm just going to put it that way. Stealth forest is always good fun, but it's scary. We got Shadow Lake. Is this stealth forest around a lake in the middle? I think that's what we're seeing. Then we've got Rugged, which appears to... oh, it looks like it's got some... Is this like a plateau up here? And then there's some... I don't know if ravine is the right term for it, but that's what it kind of looks like, which could be very cool. So some height differences. And then we've got high woods. So it's... Is there a single... No, there's 3 sacred sites, but the one in the middle is high above the woods. And then we've got Hedge Maze. Okay, great. I love it. Wonderful. Perfect. This is going to be good fun. This is going to... How does this even work? Come on. Seriously, devs? What? Oh, God. Flank woods? Okay. All right. The memes have started. Okay. This is... Is it April 1st? Is that what we're doing here? And then we've got Enlightened Horizon, which is another... What is the go with this? 3 sacred sites all next to each other? Anyway, Knights of Cross and Rose is a labor of love from our team and explores gameplay in new and exciting ways. We can't wait to see how you make these new civilizations, maps, and historical battles your own. Pre-order today on Steam, Microsoft Store, and Xbox to get a 15% discount. Age of Empires 4 Knights of Cross and Rose is due out on April 8th. The DLC is priced at $14.99 US. So there you go. I think, what did I say? $20 Australian. So I don't even think I gave you guys an estimate. But yeah, there you go. 15 USD. So there you go. That is it. So now that we've gone through the blog post, once again, if you want to go back and read anything that I intentionally skipped over or misread, feel free to do that. Let's go through this trailer and break down absolutely everything we can find. Now, I'm not going to do everything, but you know, we're going to try our best here. So we're going to mute it just because we don't want to be constantly interrupted here. Okay, nothing too exciting here, just a Springle doing its thing. All right, we've got some more knights. So these are our... I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Let's just keep watching. All right, YouTube, please don't do that thing where you buffer. Command 2 new legendary armies. So this is the Knights Templar exclusive. So the Knights Templar have got the English colors. That's probably the best way to remember it. Okay, so what have we got here? Is this... The Knights Templar are the ones that can pick whichever unit they want. So we can see they've got some of the units in here. These are the Javelineers, I think. If we go back just a little bit, we might be able to see them throwing their javelins. Oh, this guy right here, he's getting ready to throw the javelin, that is for sure. You know what we're going to do? Let's watch it in, like, slow speed. Because I don't know what the hotkeys are for YouTube for, like, watching it in, or going frame by frame. So we'll have to do 0.25 instead. Okay, watching the javelins. I didn't see any javelins get thrown. But I did see a hui pow up here. So what interests me about this is I don't think we're just getting like flat siege or just any siege on the castle. I think it's going to be like specifically the hui pow. Mainly because in the other media that we saw, it was a hui pow there as well. And there's a hui pow here. So it makes me think it's almost certainly just going to be a hui pow only. So let's keep watching. And keep in mind, it's also, the projectile is flaming. The projectile is flaming on the Hui Hui Pow, which is very cool. It one-shots the mango, which we are all about. And then we've got some more fire projectiles coming in. So I'm curious exactly how these work and whether there's like a burning that occurs afterwards. Because if that does, that would be so sick. Like if it reduces repair rate or something like that, oh my lord, I would love that. Okay, and then we've got the House of Lancaster, the English variant. I'm not gonna increase the speed for this like brief second. Okay, let me skip ahead. Okay, here we go. All right. So we're just pausing it right away. So first and foremost, we're just going to assume that this is the base civilization and that this is not part of any unique mission. And we're going to assume that they get the Wingard Palace. Okay, so they get the Wingard Palace, and then they get whatever this might be, and then they also get this. And I think these are their 3 landmarks, and they've very intentionally put them all next to each other. That's what I would assume. Okay, so once again, we've got another king, or a knight, or rather a monarch. I think king is probably the correct term for it. Town center. Now, this could also just be their keep. Maybe they've just got a different style of keep, right? Because if we look... Oh, this could also be the university, because the university gets this kind of stuff around it. But I'm going to say probably not. I think this is more than likely going to be a landmark. I think both of these will. Which begs the question, okay? So we know that they're going to be economic. So... And we know that this is probably going to be age 4, because they wouldn't make it age 2. Why would you have the... It wouldn't make sense to have the English variant age 2 landmark being the Wingard. I mean, it's probably going to do different things, right? Like, if you look at the Burgrave Palace for the Holy Roman Empire, it does different things, right? Even though it's the same landmark. So I would just say that from the outset, there's almost certainly this does a different thing to what the English baseline does. But I'd say this is probably going to be your age 3, and then this is probably going to be your age 2 landmark. Which is interesting, because it's a keep. But we've got keeps in age 2 already. So as an example, like the Barbican is a keep in age 2. Okay, so we've got what appear to be men-at-arms running through. The longbows on the top. Now, can we just double check and see what the longbows are actually firing? Yeah, you can see that these guys do actually just fire at units. So that's going to be a special ability when their fire comes off. Or when the arrows have got that big arc on them. So that's the men-at-arms. They look like they've got a 2-handed axe upgrade, similar to the Holy Roman Empire. Knights at the back line. Spears. And, yeah, so this is just going to be the king. Knights Templar on the attack here. And, yeah, okay, watch this. These guys throw, like, daggers. It looks like a grenade. Like, it's the same animation as a grenade, but they're throwing a dagger. Right there. Boom. Get them, boys. That's kind of sick. I do like that. So I'm just... Hold on. Did they throw multiple? How many sets of daggers were there right then? Have we got a ranged / melee unit? If they throw multiple sets of daggers... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4... No. Okay. I think it's like the Donzo, right? Where the Donzo throws off its javelin and then it switches to melee. I think it's the same thing. So it's probably just like a Donzo, because we see there's another unit here that's going to be throwing his dagger as well. Okay. So basically looks like a Donzo. That's what I'm going to go with. Let's speed it up a little bit here. This is going to be a little bit harder to discern, though. I mean, we're still going to break it down, but we don't really have an identifier on the things that are happening here. The Siege of Safed. The aftermath of Towton. Towton is probably the correct pronunciation for that. The Battle of Agincourt. Okay, here we go. So we get to see this arc that they've got. So you can indeed see 100% it is a... This was my suspicion, is that it would be a, like, you can focus on a location that's 11 tiles away, whereas, like, you can only shoot 7 tiles away, and it will shoot flaming arrows in that area, and if a unit goes onto that area, it will damage them, and if an arrow directly hits a unit that's standing on that position, then that unit will take full damage from the arrow. That is my suspicion on how it works, and you can see that they've got them clustered. Oh, sorry for the flashbang. I wonder if... I would suspect there's probably a little bit of variance in it, in that, like, you would target an area, and depending on how many archers you've got will depend on how much variance there is with the shots that land. Okay, so historical battles, Agincourt, victory, gold 1445. So this is similar to what we've already got, right? Like a timed system for the Art of War campaign. So I think it's something very similar to Art of War, but I suspect they're probably fleshing it out a little bit more and obviously making it more specific, right? Unlock new challenges with Conqueror mode. Okay, so I'm assuming what this is that you've got like the standard... You've got the standard challenge that you do, and then at some point Conqueror mode gets activated, and then you've got the option to take Conqueror mode if you want. So if we take a look at the UI, it's hard because this comes up over the top. Okay, let's roll it back a little bit and just wait for that to disappear. What does it say? Defeat all 3 French divisions is your goal. And if we look at the mini-map, so we're blue, so there's 3 divisions, 1, 2, and then 3 up the middle. And then we've got a time for it, so you can see Henry V versus Henry V, I should say, versus the French Vanguard. Take the initiative against French Vanguard for a greater challenge. So I think that's what it is. So basically, so what it's saying is that you can wait. I think that's it. You can, defend your capital town center against the 3 of them, or you can go and attack, and then that activates Conqueror mode. I think that's it. And then when you activate Conqueror mode, something amazing happens. Defeat the remaining French army. Defend your capital. So now we're still in this same spot. By the way, is the angle a little bit different, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Kind of looks like we're sitting at a different angle. 10 new maps in skirmish and multiplayer. We've obviously seen these ones. And then... Oh yeah, here, I like this. This is good. The army grows and slowly gets bigger and bigger. Well done to whoever did this, because this is this takes some patience. I love the formation, by the way. Never once used it in a real game, but love it. I can't remember if we ever came up with an idea for it. I think the whole idea was you'd want it against a lot of ranged units. That was basically the idea. Nice little camera shake that we've got in here. And that's it, closing it out. So yeah, I think for me, like, the highlight actually comes from the blog post. And I'm sure you guys can already appreciate the fact that it's this right here is what excites me. That is, yeah. I'm super pumped. I'm very excited about the House of Lancaster. This is great. Anyway, I'm curious what your thoughts are, though. Curious what your thoughts are about the pricing. Curious what your thoughts are about the civilizations. Are they stacking up? Do they look good? Do they look decent? Are you happy with this kind of style? I know I am. By the way, I think this is age 2, right? No. Are these buildings age 2? I think these are age 2 buildings. It's hard to tell. I think this is their age 2 landmark option. I think it is. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. Other than that, though, I think that's pretty much it. So we'll leave it there. And of course, links are down in the description. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.